Welcome back, folks. Let's replay Lords of Magic, the Special Edition. And when last we left off, I've just noticed that that thief there is glitching out. I've no idea why, but he is.
None shall oppose me.
Balkoth is rather annoyed that the forces of life have been able to take a city that once belonged to him. And Doirin is even more furious because the city of Chark is his home. Suffice to say, next turn we are going to be storming right up to that city and claiming it once again for ourselves. And then we're going to train up all of these structures, get a really large army to defend it, and then get our revenge. We've already got part of our revenge by slaying the former Air Lord, which means that the forces of life now have only one lord that leads them, Esruda. But once this place is fully defended once more, we are going to head north, and we are going to take the fight to the forces of life, and hopefully eliminate them. We also have something else that's going on further to the west, but there's not a lot we can do about that right now. We lost the City of Earth, and Briago, with a small force, is retreating away. I don't think Briago is going to get very far, but he'll give it his all. At least we currently hold all of the resource-generating buildings in the vicinity, and more importantly, we hold the Great Temple. So long as we hold that, we have a significant foothold here. Hopefully these two marauding thieves won't decide to attack our imp, but chances are low of that. There's also a life force in that barrow. Curious. Let us end the turn and focus on the force that is the most at threat here, and that is Balkoth, because there is a sizable army here. Though I don't think this army is going to be too much of a threat, as you'll see if it decides to attack us. Chances are high. That's a lot of movement. I'm quite worried for Briago. And I should be worried for Briago, because here's a force to come and eliminate him. Lord Cohenred has paid us well to defend the Order capital. Our loathing for the Death People runs deep, and we will show you no mercy. That's bad. On the other hand, there is one thing that may save Briago, and that is, that all of these forces are level 1 because this building got destroyed. And the burglar at level 1 has 2 attack and 2 defense. The burglar for the Earth faction is really, really bad. I don't think I've quite conveyed how terrible the burglar is. What we're going to do is we're going to unpause for a tiny bit and stealth and run. That's all we're going to do. We're going to run and hope that some of these forces survive. Briago actually has a decent chance of getting away just because he's far higher level than the rest of the forces. The chance of him getting detected is quite slim. And thus, Briago manages to evade peril once again. Briago is really good at that. In fact, it looks like one of the Actos is also going to get away. And one of the infantry troopers. In fact, we might get at least one unit from... Yes! We're going to get at least... That's a lot of axes there. But we're going to get at least one from each unit away, which means the unit survives. And that's good. What's not good is the fact that this is going to happen. Lord Esruda has paid us well to defend the Life Capital. Our loathing for the Death People runs deep, and we will show you no mercy. It's time to have at thee. And our forces are not very well arranged, but their forces are all grouped together. They have level 3 Dwarven Thieves and level 2 Rock Hurlers. Rock Hurlers are really powerful, as I've said before. They have really high attack, they have pretty good ranged attacks, but they have low defense. And there's only one of them. So what we're going to do is something we typically don't do. We're just going to charge. This is great terrain for our cavalry, and this is a time for them to shine. All they need to do is get close to the rock hurlers, and this fight will be over, because the cavalry, as you can see, will destroy them. All they need to do is focus on one rock hurler at a time, and just like that, their attempt to attack me has totally failed, and we barely took any damage. No, we don't want to cast any spells. We do want to gain a level for our original unit of javelin throwers, however, bringing that unit up to level 5, but I don't think we have time to breathe, because here's another army. Lord Esruda has also paid us very well to defend the Life Capital. Our loathing for the Death People runs even deeper, and we will show you even less mercy. That's good and all, but you are literally exactly the same army. Our forces are laid out in pretty much exactly the same way, so it's going to end in exactly the same way as well. I mean, we took a little bit of damage, but you're level 2 and we're level 4. We're a unit of 3 cavalry, and you are individual rock hurlers. You don't stand a chance. There is one over here, though, and we will deal with you the same way we dealt with all the others. In melee. Now, this is why you want a contingent of melee units, because they can be really good at quickly mopping up forces, especially cavalry. And it seems like Life are intent on trying one more time. Alright, seriously, I know you have a good defensive position, but if we throw enough rock hurlers at you, eventually we'll defeat you. That's what you think, Esruda, because that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're just going to perish. Now, I want this unit to stay back, because you're actually quite badly hurt. These forces here should be sufficient, especially when the javelin throwers get involved. We just have such a really powerful army. There we go. You can deal with that one, you can move over there, and you can move over there. In melee, the Dwarven Thieves just don't stand much of a chance against our cavalry, or Raccoon. And no, we don't want to cast any spells, and our horsemen are level 5, and my, is that a level up that has definitely been earned. And they finally have run out of forces to send against us. That says 2 things. It says they've either run out of resources, or they have ran out of followers. Now, I heard, well, there is a marauding army on the way.
I'm hungry.
Okay, Briago, you need to do what you need to do to save yourself, which means you're separating from these forces and stealthing. Just go over here and hide out in this barrow. The rest of the forces are going to try and make it down to our holdings here. Chances are low, but it's worth a go. Now, you're here. I want everyone that can move to move. Yes, that indeed is owned by order. That does not matter. We're still going to claim it. Now, first we need to look at Chaos, because I heard the sound of the Lord of Chaos moving about. And moving about you indeed are. I'm gonna go over here. You really don't have many forces here. We're gonna have to come back here later, but not right now. Right now, we have other things we need to do. Just having a look around to see if there's anything going on over here. Nope, everything's quiet here, but everything is not quiet here. Let us save, and let us go and take back this city. Once we get in, we can heal up all the forces that have taken damage, but we need to get in first. We are the royal guards of the Life Nation, and we loathe your lord, Balkoth. We defend this capital city against all invaders, and would happily put you to death for this incursion. Forces are not that high level. We should be okay. Especially if they decide to just do what they've been doing before, and yes, they're going to do that. So we're going to just throw some knives here. You're actually going to attack back. That is not good. I'd rather you didn't. Gonna fire some spells. And I think once this Dryad falls, there's a good chance the rest of these forces are going to come and attack. Let's find out. Yep, here they come. Charging forward. Now, there's a good chance that the, yep, you're just going to, accidentally unpause there, you're just going to stay there and fire. The, Elven Riders are not going to get anywhere near us, but you you're going to be a problem. So we're just going to use our spells here to blast you. And then one knife will do the trick. Because you're not going to run. And that's to your downfall. We don't want to cast spells. And we now have all of these potions back and the burning blade that we lost before. Haha! This is ours now, once again. Unfortunately, we took this one turn too late, so we don't get the followers, but we'll deal with that. Right, we want to... No, we don't want to do that. We want to do this one. We want to heal up our forces. 113 crystals? Absolutely fine. Now, we want to hire some imps, 3 of them, so that we can defend these things here, like so. Now they'll have to attack before they can claim this, because there's a good chance that this army is going to attack next turn. In fact, the chances are very, very high. Now, I want to find where Cohenred is. I remember Cohenred was around here a few turns ago, but Cohenred appears to have made themselves scarce, and that, to be fair, is a smart idea. Nothing really going on here. I'm again going to focus on the Realm of Fire. It's here where the most dangerous opponents are. That said, Order are going to move about. People of Order feel a deep loathing toward you. Cohenred, our lord, will obliterate you. It seems like they have decided they don't want that might that I can't select to be here. Chances that our might will survive, however, are high. That missed. I'm glad for that. This one probably won't. Nope. Never mind. Remember when I said chances were high? That's not true. Chances were actually very, very low. Oh. You're going for Briago. In a way, this has saved these units here. Life are moving about. You are still trying to defeat that cat? You can keep trying to defeat the cat. There's actually another unit here now. The Face Slingers. This could be a bad thing for the cat, especially if one of these rocks hits. Oh no! The cat! The cat has finally fallen, but apparently that fight was close enough that we didn't lose any fame. Right. No attacks happened over in the Realm of Fire, but we don't want to focus there.
Dinner yet?
We want Briago to keep fleeing. Flee over here, Briago, while you go over here. I like the fact that even now, Briago is still proving to be very, very useful.
Ready to scout?
Just being so handy. For all that I've said about how bad Earth Rogues are, Briago appears to be the exception. Right, we have this large army here that we need to deal with. And deal with it we shall right now. But first, we need this artifact to be used to make them weaker. Let's go. I'm a mentor in the service of Lordis Ruta, enemy unto the Death Nation. We loathe your kind, and I shall fight you with honor for the sake of the Life people. Well, you could do that, but I just don't want you here, so, we're going to have at thee with you. Are you going to attack, or are you going to...
battle!
You're gonna run. Okay, you have no desire to be here whatsoever, which makes sense. I want you to go to the retreat point and hold them up if you can. Oh, they're going to run, but they're not going to be able to run very quickly, which means there's a good chance that we can hold them up. You are very powerful, horsemen, and, yep, because they can't move very quickly, they are trapped, which ensures their destruction. Marvelous. And nobody made it out. We get a level for Doirin, which is marvelous. And I think that's enough of the forces of life dealt with. We'll wait here for one turn. We'll actually do some healing as well. Okay, we have to heal a whole 8 health, but 8 health is 8 health. And then next turn, we will start the training again, because we need to train up these forces a lot. Meanwhile, not a lot going on here. We're actually getting pretty close to being able to upgrade a city to level 3. But I actually want to save all these resources so that we can get the armies for fire. Not a lot we want to do here, actually, so let's end the turn. Order are going to continue to give chase. Oh my! There is Cohenred. Cohenred is right here. Okay, the chances you're going to live, next to none, but run anyway. Well, you tried. You tried. So there is Cohenred. And we have more life forces walking about. I think they really don't have a place that they can go. So we're going to split our forces here.
Should I keep watch?
You're going to keep watch over here.
Should I
Because
keep
there
watch?
is that rogue there.
What is it?
We're going to split our forces. You're going to go here and train
Many
up
come to
the
us with the spark of
wizards.
magical ambition,
Yes,
but only
You're
the
gonna go
gifted
here
will see their talent fan.
Train
We
up
always
these
welcome more into the
forces.
numbers of our
And you're going to go here
Before we will
and
teach
train
the art
here.
of battle,
You actually have
a
some
follower must be able to
experience
lift
here.
the sword of a seasoned fire
Interesting.
warrior.
So we want to hire a small force to defend. Actually, you know what? You can just stay in there. Why not? We want to hire a small force to
Before
defend.
we will
So,
teach the arts of battle,
a fire
a
warrior
follower must be able to lift
and
the
a few
sword of a
other
seasoned
people.
fire
So we'll
warrior.
get rid of, let's see, 5? Yeah, that should do. We'll have 5 followers.
Before we will teach
A
the
fire
arts
warrior?
of battle, a follower
Have
must
some
be
flame
able
raiders?
to lift the sword of a seasoned fire warrior.
And we'll have
What is it?
one
Many
wizard.
come to us with the spark of magical ambition,
There we go.
but
Ready to
only the
ignite.
Here you
gifted
go.
will see their
What do you
talent
want?
fan into
That
flame.
should probably hold this for long enough that we can get a better force there in a small while. Now, we have you here. You should actually just go scout there, because we know where Cohenred is. If only Balkoth were available to just swing over to the Realm of Earth and
Dinner yet?
take out Cohenred, but that's not going to happen. What is going to happen is that you're going to continue to run. You're just so fortunate that they're so focused on taking out Briago. To be fair, the saga that is Briago's many miraculous escapes has no doubt reached the level of legend. Okay, that force is on the move, probably systematically taking out all of the, and you're just leaving. That makes sense, you've pretty much given up on, this, land. I did hear the sound of you moving, though. I feel like, yes, you're getting closer. You are getting closer.
I stand ready.
We might want to, ready for an attack, because I think one's coming. I know one's coming, in fact. So stay there.
To learn the art
Let's
of
get
war,
some,
you must be prepared
more
to proudly
forces.
wear the scars you
There are
earned.
some raiders.
Cheat, beat, mutilate.
Now we have a whole army here. I don't know how well that army is going to do against you, but we may be able to take you out with just a few normal forces. We could soften you up, certainly, with a smaller army. As for over here, there's you. You're just loitering. And over here, we have you there. Probably about to impart some training. That's not great, but what can you do? Also, is that a big army? That's a very small army giving chase. We're probably going to make it in time.
Dinner yet?
As for you, you're just going to keep running. That force is so intent on finding you. Also, that does reveal that the AI most certainly knows where you are, even when they can't detect you. But that's just one of the weaknesses of a game made in this time. Nothing's happening here. Good. Also, we should go back to
Many
doing
come
some...
to us
Actually, we
with the
shouldn't,
spark of
because you're
magical
going to
ambition, but
gain some
only the
levels, so we'll
gifted
actually
will see
wait
their
on
talent fan into
that.
flame.
We will save, though. We'll save just in case the forces of chaos get too close, and they're probably going to get too close. Oh, you're intent on taking us out.
Hello.
We may be able to get away from here. You have movement 16, you have movement 14. We can definitely get out of here. The might is a mite bit too fast for you. Ha Get it? Might? Never mind. All that matters is that we escaped. We'll lose a tiny amount of resources, that's fine. Meanwhile, a lot of other movements happening. Life are continuing to move about. Chaos are moving. I'm very curious as to if Chaos is coming closer. Really curious as to if Chaos is coming closer.
Ready to scout?
You go up there. You're still being chased.
Let's see.
You might as well do some scouting while you're being chased about. You could lead them back to our realms. Not a lot's going on here. More meandering. As for here, I think you may have given up. That's probably a smart idea because the forces defending here are just too great for you. And so, when we come back, folks, this is ours once again. And this time, we're going to do a better job of holding it. They're sending a few forces down. It's not going to be sufficient.
What may I
We're going to be able
incinerate
to
for you?
defend, and even if Amdine is able to defeat the defenders I've placed. In fact, I'm going to place a few more defenders to make sure that
Ready
does not
to
happen.
ignite.
Let's take some more people out of there and get
Before
even
we will
more
teach the art of
flame
battle,
raiders.
A follower must be able to lift
good
the
investment.
sword of a seasoned fire warrior.
In fact, why am I stopping there?
I shall spread. We always
Let's
welcome
get a
more
dwarven
into the
thief
numbers of our
and
guild.
some more.
But beware.
What
Now
may
So
so
I
let's take
incinerate
trial
for
by
you?
more
fire.
away.
I shall spread. We always welcome more
Get
into the numbers
you
of our guild. But beware. Now,
to
yes,
go
my
from
lord,
there.
the trial by
And
Before we will teach the
you.
arts of battle, a follower
There,
must be
sir.
able to lift the sword
May not be
of a
the highest
seasoned
level
fire
force, but it
warrior.
is a complete force. And so, it'll be that much less an enticing target for the Life faction. And if they do decide to attack, great!
Ready to
We can get some
ignite.
experience for these forces. And if they don't, we can always send them up along with Balkoth to see if they can take out some forces around the Life capital. Either way, they'll be useful. And so, when we come back, folks, defending this place properly, and then swinging up to take care of our most dangerous adversary. Even though Order have two cities, they're not that powerful, and Chaos are a non-event. Actually, Life aren't that powerful either. We are by far the strongest faction, but we should not take that for granted. I did before, and I lost this city and the City of Earth for my hubris. No more hubris now. This time, we do things properly. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.